Here we are in the Basilica. We have been out on outreach on the roads and we just came in to see what was going on. They're preparing for the candlelit Mass tonight. And in the background you can hear the choir singing, and they're doing Mass from the bottom, from the pulpit at the front. And you see the white umbrellas in the background. That's them giving out the host there. There's not very many people here already, but tonight this place will be completely full of people. In the background you see the old Basilica. Again, a lot of folk up around sitting on the steps. Over to our right here, there's where they light the candles, and there'll be a lot of folk over there lighting candles at the minute and paying into the slots around the shrine, and also the shrine over here where they have the statue of Mary that the people come to worship at. And it's so sad on the roads today to see so many groups coming, and again so many groups that will be travelling, walking down through the Basilica just now that have come for the Mass tonight. Here you see the pathway that the people crawl on, and every day there's hundreds and hundreds of people crawling up and down the path. This is not quite at the bottom of the path yet. See how far it goes. They crawl on their knees and on their bellies down the pathway, and then whenever they come to the shrine just behind us here, they crawl around that 7 times before they're allowed into the statue of Mary. And it's heartbreaking to watch these people. You see this man coming now, he's hardly fit to crawl, on his hands and knees. Many people have blood coming out of their knees, and it's just horrific to sight to watch. Up in the top of the pathway you'll see the new Basilica that they built a few years ago. It goes 30 metres under the ground. It fits just over 3,000 people in one seating in it. And then underneath that are all the chapels of apparition and different chapels and a museum. And over to the left of the Basilica, you see the cross. And it's so sad because you never see anyone coming to the cross or kneeling at the cross, yet they kneel at the statues. And there's a statue of Pope John Paul that you'll see shortly up there that people now have come to worship because he played such a big part in Fatima. The bullet that he was shot with a number of years ago, he took the bullet and brought it to Fatima because he said it was Mary of Fatima that protected him, and that bullet is actually inside the crown of the statue's head. We're just praying that people will come to the cross. That's why we're here, that they'll read the gospel, they'll hear the gospel, many for the very first time that they'll receive the gospel, and that they'll come to put their faith and trust in the only person who can save them, the only person who can give them hope and joy and peace and satisfaction, and of course a promised home in heaven for all of eternity. Here you see quite a group of people coming to the statue of Pope John Paul. Pope John Paul, of course, because of the bullet that he was shot with, and bringing it to Fatima and saying that Mary of Fatima protected him. They worship the statue of Pope John Paul now. They come with their flowers, they come with their candles and light them here, and they pray to the statue and kneel before the statue. And they also rub the bottom of the staff that he's holding. You can see it worn away where they're rubbing it, and they leave notes there as well for him. There's a lady there kneeling at the statue. You probably can see her in the background. The cross is just behind here. There's an image on it. Of course, we don't believe in an image on a cross because we have an empty cross. But you never see anyone kneeling at the cross. That's the sad thing about Fatima. They kneel before the statues, but they never kneel before the cross. And that's why we're here, to tell them that the cross is the only answer. The Christ of the cross is the only answer for them. They need to come and kneel at the cross of Christ if they want salvation. Thank you again for your prayers for us, and do continue to pray for the rest of the outreach over the next couple of days. Thank you.